from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcasters who just here to keep you company, to hang out for your benefit, keep you company, take your mind off of stuff, barely be interesting. I'm just here to talk for your benefit. You don't need to listen to me. You don't need to understand, because I try to understand. You're having trouble falling asleep. That's why you're here. Or you're having trouble in the deep, dark night or the daytime. Getting the rest you need, you deserve, you really want. And however that impacts you or whatever that looks like for you, I'm here to try to help because I understand what it's like for me. So welcome to the show if you're new. And welcome back to all you regular listeners or people that come back from time to time. Good to see you. And all of you, too. No, you. I'm talking to you. But there's other people listening as well, believe it or not. But yeah, we share a thing in the deep, dark night. So I'm glad you're here. What we got coming up, support, so that paying for the show's optional. Then a long, meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. And then it'll be our episodic and modular bedtime story. And all told, I'll be here about an hour. And if you're new, just give the show a couple tries. You got nothing to lose. I'll even have other options for you later on. But I'm really glad you're here. And this show is here for your help. But if you're a regular listener, the show makes your life better on a regular basis. We could also use your help. And not most people's help, just your help if you're a regular listener. And these are the ways you could keep the podcast here so that you could keep listening to it and everybody else. Thanks. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about Helix. And you got to keep Helix in mind when you're doing your holiday hosting. And when you're thinking about your family, say, are you going to be comfortable this holiday season, this winter? Because I'm thinking of a couple people in my family that could use that trip to helixsleep.com/sleep to take that Helix sleep quiz. I'm thinking of my brother. I'm thinking of my dad. But I don't know if you have guests coming. What could be better than tucking them in a nice, comfortable Helix? Or as your kids are getting older, maybe it's time to upgrade their mattress as well. Maybe it's a self-gifting time, and you need a Helix. Have you taken the Helix quiz? How's the mattress you're sleeping in now? Was it made for you, your sleep preferences, your feel preferences? Because you've heard me talking about my Helix for years, how it fits my needs because I took that Helix quiz. I sleep on my side. I sleep on my stomach. The Helix quiz matches me each time. I mean, I'm getting ready to embark on a whole new long-term relationship now that I moved with a Helix mattress. And I really miss my Helix Dusk Luxe. It kept me from overheating at night. Kept me comfortable whether it was on my side or my stomach or my back. But it's not about one mattress to fit everyone. It's about matching you with a mattress that's going to fit you and your needs or you and your partner's needs. So take that quiz. See helixsleep.com/sleep. You deserve a new bed. Your guests deserve a new bed. And of course, Helix has an amazing deal for our listeners. So go to helixsleep.com/sleep for 27% off site-wide during their Black Friday sale. This offer is exclusive for listeners of Sleep With Me. That's helixsleep.com/sleep for this exclusive offer. 27% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots, and I got a question for you. If you listen all night long, if you fall asleep fast, if you listen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nights a week, if you've listened over a year, is Sleep With Me something you could easily replace? Like with something else, like you say, no problem. I got tons of other stuff that would work just as well as you, Scoots. I only listen all night long. Wait a second. I never thought about it. If it would be hard for you to replace Sleep With Me and the positive impact it has on your life, think about supporting the show. If you could easily replace the show, there's really no reason to support it, right? You could just replace the show with something else, right? But if you can't replace the show, you're the person I've been trying to get a hold of since April, right? You're the person that's going to make the difference between the podcast being here coming out as it has been. So just ask yourself that question. And then if you haven't decided, if you're a person that's been putting it off, or you say, well, maybe, I don't know. If you can't replace the podcast, it'd be difficult for you to replace the podcast. Think about everything else in your life that's irreplaceable. Is that worth $60 a year, $120 a year, $240 a year to you? Because it'll make a huge difference in the future of the show. That $60 a year, that cup of coffee a month, a pizza a month, whatever it is, that'll mean you don't have to replace the podcast. If you'd really have a hard time replacing Sleep With Me, let's not even worry about it and support the show, or consider supporting the show. Test out supporting the show at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks. Oh, Mystery Bart. A lot of people help out on this show. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes. Carl W. the Legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bart. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support dear Scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcript.
Thanks, Mystery Bard. And don't forget, the most comfortable way to listen to Sleep With Me is with sleep phones. You can get sleep phones at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones and use Sleep With Me for $5 off at checkout. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones. Use Sleep With Me at checkout. What do you say we get on with the show? Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it with a bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. And what I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you could set aside whatever's keeping you awake. Whether it's thoughts on your mind, things you're thinking about, thoughts about the past, the present, the future. So thinking thoughts, right? Feelings, anything coming up for you, any, what did I say? Feelings, right? I say something else. My brain blanked on me. But it could be feelings related to those thoughts, left over from the day about something coming up, feelings that are there, making an appearance, feelings about forgetting an intro that you've done 1,400 times. Could also be physical sensations, changes in time, temperature, routine. You could be going through something, getting over something, in the middle of something. It maybe your work schedule's just different than most people's, or it's changed. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you have guests, or maybe it's something else, something really tough, or it could just be something, it could be something exciting. Whatever it is, I'm here to try to help you out. And the way I do that is a bit different, but the reason most people say, and especially if you're new, and understandably say, why would you talk about the stuff that's keeping me awake at the beginning of a podcast meant to put me to sleep? And I say, yeah, we do like things a little bit different around here. And you're right. We did weigh that. We've weighed that many different times over the years and taken a lot of feedback. And the reason we talk about it is because what's more powerful than the reasons is what we share together. And I guess in a countercultural way, because we're all over the world. You're listening, and I'm here making the show. And the people that work on the show are actually scattered around the world. And we all share something in the deep, dark night. And some of it is relatable, like all the trouble I've had with sleep throughout my life, how it feels for me makes me want to help you out. And maybe we can relate to some of those feelings. Or maybe you're going through something that's pretty unique and you're like, nope, you cannot relate to this. And I said, well, the good news is there's someone else listening somewhere in the world who really can strongly relate to how you feel, to what you're dealing with, even if it's not the same thing. And I know this sounds wild. They care. Like, they are rooting for you. They are, like, welcoming you to this show. And they're hoping this podcast can help you out like it helped them, because they're like, oh, I know what that's like. Wow. I really hope the show can help you. I didn't expect it to help me, but it has, because that's tough. And you deserve a good rest. You deserve the rest you need for tomorrow and the next day and the day after that, so you could live your life, so your life could be manageable, but so you could get the rest you need on a regular basis, so you could be flourishing in the world. That's another thing we all share. Maybe not, I can't share it for myself, right? But I can share it for you. Sometimes when I want myself to be flourishing, you know, my other parts of my brain might get in the way or whatever. But we can do that for you, and you can do that for other listeners if you choose. There's a lot of people that are just passively listening. But there's also these listeners, especially during the intro, that are out there rooting for each other or being rooted for when you need it. How nice is that? That you have hundreds of thousands of people rooting for you right now. Some people that can totally relate, maybe not 100%, but in the 90% to what you're dealing with. I don't know, that's special to me. And that's what I didn't know I needed in the deep, dark night, what I learned through the show, that there's kindness out there in the world, and it's indirect in this case. Wow, isn't that reassuring on some level that that's really out there? There's really people that don't know you that are rooting for you. And also rooting for you is not even anything major, that your bedtime's a little bit nicer and that maybe you get the rest you need. So that's why I go through that. The way the show works is I send my voice across the deep, dark night. I use lulling, soothing, creaky dulcet tones, pointless meanders, and superfluous tangents. I go off topic. I get mixed up. I forget what I was talking about. Then I repeat myself. Then I go back. I use a lot of filler words. There's a lot of empty space, a lot of whatever that. I guess those aren't filler words. They're filler sounds. They're natural, I guess, or a pathway that's well worn. And all of this is different, right? Because if you get here, when you first get here, you're probably skeptical. You're probably doubtful. You're probably like, how could this podcast ever help me out, right? I thought this was going to be sleepy. I thought this was a bedtime story show. But you're just going on and on. Yeah, I mean, you don't even have like your voice is okay, but it's not the voice I imagined I would get. And I say, that's a normal way to arrive here. I'm glad you're skeptical. I'm glad you're doubtful or frustrated, because that's a healthy way to approach stuff like this, right? And why wouldn't you be? If you're like me and you've tried tons of other stuff, you've took a ton of advice from other people, you spent a lot of money on sleep stuff, why wouldn't you be skeptical or doubtful? And you get here and I'm a little bit of a goofball that's indirect. So that's like how most people get to the show. So most people that are super fans of the show support the show on Sleep With Me Plus. It took 2 or 3 tries for them to get used to the show. And that's their words, not my words, but it is a common thread. 90% of people, maybe higher, that I hear from and that I say, hey, why do you support the show? Why would you pay for a free podcast that makes your life better? They say, well, it's a funny story. And because when you first get here, you're skeptical, you're doubtful, then you're like, what is going on? But on the second or third try, if the show works, and that could be the second or third try over years, you say, oh, now I get it. He was serious. He's serious and unserious at the same time. Oh, okay. That was all part of it. I didn't realize that at the time. So expectations, you got expectations. I get it. So just kind of see how it goes. And then what else do you need to know? If you never liked the show, like you give it 2 or 3 tries and it doesn't work out, or you're already like, no, I don't like you already. We have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you, where you could check out other sleepy stuff, right? Where that's like other sleep podcasts, other sleepy stuff. Place to, if you really strongly dislike me, a place to get that off your chest. And it's just a couple clicks, and then you can find something that works for you. Because everything I said up to this point is true, whether you like me or not, whether the show helps you or not. But I do hope it does. And that kind of maybe gives you the freedom to try it out and see how it goes. Because this is a podcast you don't really listen to, and that takes some adjusting. It's a podcast that's kind of like background noise that you could pay attention to, like a TV on in the other room, something streaming under your pillow, or, I don't know, sand passing through your hands, out of focus picture, looking at clouds. Bird sounds, you don't know if the bird, you've had that experience before, right? Where you're like, the bird's been making that noise the whole time. And if you're in the right mood, it's not bad. And then maybe you tune it out and they say, are the birds still singing or whatever they're doing? Talking? I don't know. What are you guys talking about? And they say, you wouldn't get it, man. I say, like, really? Okay. I guess I wouldn't. Here's something doesn't work, but I tried that, like whatever that is, reverse psychology on birds. I would have thought, because they spent so much time excluding me. They said, please just tell me what you're talking about. And they said, no. So then I tried that. It hasn't worked yet, but I'm pretty confident it will. I said, oh no, I wasn't talking to you. This is a strategy this week. So it's kind of reverse psychology. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to another no. So, oh, sorry. No, thanks. Oh, I didn't hear you singing. I was too busy. I was too caught up in my own, the truth. Yeah, I was too caught up in my own thoughts. So sorry about that. It's a pseudo-honest approach. Pseudo-honest is reverse psychology. It's a patented approach. It's not patented yet. Because then even if it works, they say, well, what am I going to do with that? You'd say, the bird just keeps saying branch over and over again. That's what a version of me came from the future, said, please don't spend your time on this. I'm from one of your alternative futures. All they're saying is branch or over there or I like you. And the other says, I'm dating somebody else with another bird in a relationship. Hey, do you want to fly together for fun only? Sure, let's go. Look at that human. That's all they're saying. That's a future. It was another timeline, I hope. Because I said, well, I didn't listen. I said, it didn't try that new approach I'm trying. So I said, oh, it's all going to work out. What was I saying? Oh, just barely listen to me, just like the birds. Even when I'm trying to get their attention, I said, oh, no, I was tweeting. Oh, I wasn't speaking bird. Wait, was that good? Because was that Finch or not? Because I wasn't speaking Finch. But was that good Finch? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking Finch. I was talking, so maybe a new podcast I could pitch, Scott and Scott or Adam and Ackerman. I guess it would have an F in there. Finch and me? Are you saying, no, Bird, I'm not Finch. I don't have a bird podcast. I'm not, I'm actually, I was speaking the honest truth. Yeah, I was trying to get your attention. Thought we'd like connect. I can't connect with humans. So, what was my point here? You just don't listen to, just see how it goes. I'm a podcast you just barely listen to, but I'm a sleep podcast and there's no pressure to fall asleep. I'm here to keep you company and take your mind off of stuff, versus putting you to sleep, which is different. Like there's people listening who can't sleep at all or need a break during the day. So I'm not here to put you to sleep. I'm here to keep you company. to be your boar friend, your boar bae, your boar sib, your neighbor, your boar bee, your boars, your boorman, your boris borloff, your best boar friend forever, to just be here while you fall asleep versus putting you to sleep, which is a bit different, but it's kind of like a friend hanging out for your benefit. So kind of just see how it goes, right? And we'll go from there. And what else do you need to know? Oh, the structure of the show definitely throws people off. And we built this show in a way that it can benefit the most amount of people it can. And even though podcasts are kind of flexible, this show, you could, if you become a regular listener, you could kind of see what your preferences are and adjust. But most people that don't like the structure shows, just it's for your benefit, and you could adjust it. But I want to meet you where you are. So the show starts off with a greeting. Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And you feel seen, so you feel seen and welcomed in. You say, oh, okay, I could check that show out. Then there's support, so that paying for the show is optional. Because there's only a small percentage of people that are like really intense super listeners that listen every single, like 5 nights a week, or listen all night long, or fall asleep fast. So for the occasional listeners, the new listeners, the people that just choose, hey, I'd rather have a free version of the show. That's what the ad-supported, listener-supported version's for. Because otherwise, less people would get a benefit out of it if you had to pay for the show. But we do count on the people that benefit the most to pay for the show, so everybody benefits. So that's what the support and the requests for listener support are. If you don't want to hear that stuff, you could get that on Sleep With Me Plus or for free through our referral program. But most people are fine with that. Especially, again, the occasional listeners and new listeners, the people in the situations, the people that are like, no, I'm not going to support the show. I'm fine listening to those things. Then, after the support is a long, meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. It's not so much here to put you to sleep. And I get it, some people fall asleep fast. We prefer that they support the show directly, but for most people, the intro is a familiar structure for a regular listener. But every intro is new. So like me talking about the birds earlier, that was, I don't know where that came from, but, me talking to birds comes up every like 100 or 200, 300 episodes. But the intro is different every time because whatever keeps me awake, it needs something new, a new distraction. It can't handle repetition. But at the same time, it does like a familiar routine and reassurance. So that's why the intro is new every time, but it follows a familiar structure every time. The reason it's around 20 minutes, though, is to give you time to ease into bedtime, to give you time to get ready for bed, to give you time to wind down or do a chill activity or be in bed getting comfortable. So the intro is something we built over the years based on feedback and based on my personal experience and what I read about sleep. Having a wind down routine works for most people, or for me personally, most of the time, not all the time. And it's nice to have something to look forward to at bedtime, something that's kind of like this indirect community hang time, where everybody's kind of in a little bit different place, like you're in the place you're in now, but you could try out some of this other stuff too. And so that's what the intro is. If you prefer something without intros, there's an ad-supported, listener-supported podcast out there, free in podcast apps called Bedtime Stories from Sleep With Me that you could check out too. Then after that, the support, after the intro support, and then it'll be our bedtime story. So it'll be our episodically modular series, Get Besos, Big Farm in the Sky, PI. And all told, we'll be here about an hour. And I love making this show. I work really hard at Yearn and I Strive. I really hope I can help you fall asleep. Thanks again for coming by. And again, if this show is a regular part of your routine and it regularly makes your life better, we really could use your help back. These are the ways you could do it. So we're here for you and everybody else. Thanks and good night. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Uncommon Goods. The countdown is on. Holiday season is officially here, and Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds you won't see anywhere else. Don't wait. The most meaningful gifts get scooped up fast, and now's the perfect time to cross names off your list. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high-quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, making every gift feel meaningful and truly one of a kind. And that's what I love about Uncommon Goods and shopping on there. For me, it's like thinking about when the family's together, are there games I can give someone that we can play together, like escape rooms in a box? Or when I have somebody else in mind, I say, hey, is this something that's going to be really unique and useful to them that they're really going to enjoy? So I can express how much I think of them and how much I care about them. Because Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, from moms and dads to kids and teens, from book lovers, history buffs, and diehard football fans to foodies, mixologists, and avid gardeners. You'll find thousands of new gift ideas you won't find anywhere else. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 back to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/sleep. That's uncommongoods.com/sleep for 15% off. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. Thanks, everybody. All right, everybody, it's time for our episodically modular series, Get Besos, Big Firm in the Sky, PI, long title. It's a episodically modular means this is a series with recurring characters you can listen to in any order. The main characters will catch you up on everything you mixed or missed. And hopefully most of it, because I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully the characters will help catch me up on some of it. But yeah, this is episode 16, I believe. So you could listen to episodes 1 through 15 as prequels if this is your first episode. If you're a completist, you could fall asleep to this and then listen tomorrow when you need a break during the day, or if you got to do some coding, or you want to look out the window for a while and listen to something in the background. That's what we mean by episodically modular. It does have a touch of seriality. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, and I just like buying some time for our Hollywood announcer. It's all right. Like he hasn't been here since I'm moving. This is going to be his last. Wow, I didn't realize this was a moment. I was wondering why he was so misty-eyed, but this will be his last time recording. Not totally true. There's a chance we could record again here. Probably won't, though, because I don't think I can get another episode written in time. But you never know. But normally, including today, he drives all the way from the greater Los Angeles area for the love of listeners and sleep, to just be here to take your mind off of stuff. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Antonio Banderas. This is bittersweet, I guess. The friends beyond the binary. So ladies and gentlemen, the boys and girls, it's time. This won't be my last appearance, don't worry. But I am misty-eyed. What better time to get misty-eyed than bedtime, where things get misty? In this tale, get Besos. Yeah, good night. Wow, that was great, Antonio. Thanks so much for being here and being a part of the show. And for making, I think that's maybe a binding contract, too, what you like that, because we do have it recorded, and two means of recording I have. So I guess it's probably legally binding that you'll be permanently a part of the show. He's laughing. Luckily, he's doing it silently, but it makes me feel ticklish when he laughs silently. Look, did you notice that? Wow, he's so cute, man. He's like, he's quietly, he's knee clapping or whatever when you laugh like that. So that's Antonio Banderas, and this is Get Besos, Big Farm in the Sky. Buddy. This is a lot of chaos here. Excuse me. Yes, you. Yes, sir? Yeah, there's a lot of chaos here. We were waiting for you, and then we've got to get going. Okay. Well, it's good you've been waiting for. Maybe you need to like wait around with a little bit less chaos and running around, because it seems like there's a lot of work. Like James and I are now here. You don't need to worry anymore. Oh, okay. We'll try not to. Oh, hey, Richie, excuse me. Could you just fill us in on why there's so much chaos? And it seems like you have, I don't know, is that some sort of tablet? It is a tablet. Yes. Yeah. And I can catch up on everything. The reason we were waiting for your arrival, and then we have one more arrival coming in. And I wanted to ask you, so we can't end this conference without the gratitude ceremony. Like, the conference cannot end and be closed, and it has to be closed because we have the keys to the afterlife. I don't know, it's kind of complicated, but, we have the cross realms gathering of everybody that runs, and we kind of put everything on hold. And even though they're both real and symbolic, you can't access the keys to the afterlife until, see that cornucopia up there? That's like, yeah, I see the cornucopia. Okay, so you'll do the gratitude ceremony, and it'll fill up. We're all going to go through the portal before our last arrival, and you can run the gratitude ceremony. It's pretty straightforward. You take turns saying what you're grateful for. It has to be real, but it could be cursory. And then the cornucopia will fill up with like beautiful colors and things. And then it'll release the keys to the afterlife. And you just turn them over to the next arrival. They're going to run the show. Or let them know. They'll come out of the end of the cornucopia. And which end of the horn part or the ear part? The small part, yeah, the small part. They'll just fall out of that hole there. And then you two, I think the rival's going to want to speak with you two anyway. May have some plans for you, or they may have some plans for you. Okay, but we just got here. What did we miss? Oh, okay, so yeah, you don't know? No, we came as soon as we could. We've been looking for Jiff. Oh, well, Jiff went through the portal. So we're going to shut the portal, though. But once you have the keys to, like, no one will be able to leave once the gratitude ceremony starts, but we're not going to let it start till we leave. Jiff's in Florida. And there's a lot going on. I don't know if you saw the other signs. So there's, like, a bunch of disruptions. That's why we're calling in our last guest and turning things over to them. Like all the afterlives. Because what happened was, we were working with Jiff on this new afterlife initiative, and it turned out that Jiff had like ulterior motives, and then there was a vote, and there was some trickery with Jiff and with this librarian and this PI, who we know worked for you two. So they were also, stirring up trouble. And, this is like what we were trying to, just because the universe is very resilient doesn't mean it's totally resilient to everything or resistant to. So all these changes, we've decided to give 100% control to someone instead of giving it to Jif's new initiative because we found out a couple technicalities. Okay, wait a second. You were going to turn the afterlives over to Jif? Well, yeah, Jif had a proposal. It seemed like it was going to benefit everyone. But then we found out that, it was mostly going to benefit Jif. And Jif's Industries on Earth, actually. Why didn't you call me? I could have told you that. We did try to contact you. Okay, well, I don't remember that. Okay, well, we did try to contact you. So we're going to get going. Oh, but you James, you wanted to know. So Jif, they're trick-or-treating in the towns, the largest active lifestyle, over 55 active lifestyle community on the planet Earth. It's in Florida. They're trick-or-treating there. I don't know. There's some sort of rift, though. So it's there's probably a couple layers of the world and a couple afterlives all intersecting there. There's also a lot of small tears in the continuum of time, space, and existence. But don't worry, we're going to have it all wrapped right up. But we were going to go trick-or-treating, and we just don't want to be here because we'll get back to our afterlives. So did you have any other questions? Okay, so we just got to do the gratitude ceremony and then give the keys to whoever's taking over. Exactly. So we'll see y'all later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Okay, but James, they just took off. What do we got to be grateful? Well, we got to do a gratitude ceremony. Sounds like somebody else is coming. Someone that they're going to give the keys to all afterlives to, which is, I'm filled with foreboding. And looking back on our journey is probably as a result of our actions. No, James, it's not part of it. How could it be our fault? We've been going from afterlife to afterlife trying to get people out of their contracts. We've been rescuing people wrongly, including both of us having and I don't know who they're turning things over to because just sounds like a terrible idea. They should have, they were going to turn things, it was like, I guess couldn't do worse than Jif. Okay, well, there's a lot of noise coming, Richie. So it's like, oh boy. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess I don't mean that. Yep, but there they are in the red tights. Hello, gentlemen. Hello. Do you have the keys to the afterlife for me? I'm here to take over. Richie, James. Nice tights. Oh, these aren't tights. They have Spandex and Elasticene. I think that's Elasticene. I don't know. And there's some other proprietary fabric in here. They're very comfortable. Do you want to touch them? They kind of feel like butter. Wow, they do feel like butter. Yeah, they're very nice, but they still have that red sheen to them. And, and they have this bib on, and it's very comfortable. So no chafing at all. There's nothing, you're not wearing anything under there. Nope, this is all I have on. And it does moisture wick, because you're in, warm places a lot of times. It's a great question, James. It does, it provides warming and cooling because it's sometimes in a cooler area. Okay, we don't need a fashion review here. What are you doing here? I'm taking over. I'm here to get the keys, gentlemen, to the all the afterlives. I'm going to be running the show from here on out. Okay, keys to the afterlife. Never heard of that. They should have left you with the keys. Yeah. Okay, all I know is we got to do this gratitude ceremony in order to shut down this convention. And then they said something, keys to the afterlife was in there. So, yeah, it'll be fine. We'll just do this. Who are you again? Richie, please don't do that. I'm here to take over. and I'm going to do a great job. So I don't think there's any, I mean, I do have some plans for you and James, but that's not funny because we already know, we could just go back to like limbo though, right? Oh, I'm going to do away with limbo. So no, you won't have that option. But don't worry, we could work we could work together. Okay, let's work together with this like gratitude ceremony. It is a techniformicality. What's the techniformicality? It's what we have to do to get it in order to get out of here. You see, this cornucopia has to light up. Now, James, could you be grateful for some things I'm grateful for? I guess so, Richie. Like what? Like a Blanco. At some point, could you be thankful for Blanco? Yes, I can. I'm grateful for Blanco. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. That's like one piece. What is that, a grape or an orange? I think it's an orange. Okay, Richie, what are you thankful for? James, I'm thankful that, unfortunately, but I'm still thankful that I'm not in first place. Duval, why don't you go? Shelley Duval. My name is not Shelley Duval, Richie. Okay, but what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for my new opportunity. I'm grateful that, I'm grateful for my new opportunity. Oh, so this is slowly lighting up this cornucopia. Is that neon gas in there? I don't know, but I've always been grateful for neon gas. James Cashier, grateful for neon gas. Richie? Second place. I'm very grateful for second place. Yes. Seitan, chewy, what do you call it? What is that? Pounded out protein, vegetable protein texture or something like that. Could you go ahead with what you're grateful for? I'm thankful for all the unlimited power that is at my behest. Nearly unlimited power. Oh, so yeah, it took nearly for it to light up for you. Yeah, I guess I misspoke. I'm a little excited to be taking over. Okay, well, let me see. What else am I thankful? I'm thankful for second chances. Did I say that already? Could I say that a second time? I'm grateful for second chances. RW? Oh, yeah, that's great, James. I'm thankful for her third place. Not that I'm not, I don't think, well, would I third place be me? Or, yeah. Anyway, Shelley Duval, Duval Saitan, how about you? Okay, I'm tiring of that, Richard. That's okay. It's just fun. I'm being friendly with you. Okay, I'm thankful for fire and brimstone. It's going to be, I don't know if you can smell it, but you will be soon, Richard. Oh, you could call me Richie, buddy. James, what are you thankful for? Nafel for helping us, and for being cool, cloud-based being I'm attracted to. Well, James, I can't waste my gratitude on you, but I'm grateful for hearing that. And the cornucopia is lighting up. But I'm also grateful for fourth place. I think fourth place would be where I would be. Well, Duval, me, Moriarty, I don't know. But yeah, that's fourth place. Okay, this I'm tiring of this. You giving me a hard time. And what are these places? How come it's lighting up for you? You can't just. This feels too cursory. You can't just be thankful for places. But I am. I'm glad I'm not in. I mean, I could have been in fourth place, I think. But it's not important. I'm just. These are the things I'm grateful for. Why do I have to explain them to you? Well, I'm just because I'm curious why, if it's a gratitude ceremony, I should understand what you're grateful for, and I don't. So this is not it is bothering me, and I want to know. Oh, okay. Well, what are you grateful for? Red elasticene, whatever, spandex. You're right. It is hard to say, but I'm grateful for these active wear, post-earthly active wear that these were a gift from Jif. Should I take these pants off? Oh, no, please do not take those pants. Just keep the active wear on, please. James, what are you thankful for? Richie, I'm thankful for you and your friendship. James, I'm unofficially thankful for your thankfulness. But yeah, I guess, I was talking about places. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, James, I don't know if I'd put you in 5th place. Maybe. But if I had to put someone in 5th place, I'm thankful that I have you to think about for 5th place. Okay, this is like almost filled up, but I'm really, can you just explain to me, who has the keys to the afterlife? Keys to the afterlife. I don't know. I think it'll be like, I would like, didn't you have a question about places? I did, but I'm just, why do you keep going on about places? Well, you see, I guess like maybe that's where the keys to the afterlife are. James, did they say they gave the keys to Jif? Like they changed their minds? No, the keys are going to me. I'm taking over. No, you were going to take, what did they tell you you're taking over? Yeah, they told me I'm taking over the council, the Supreme Council of Afterlife Affairs. Oh, when did they tell you that? They told me that, and then I arrived. But they weren't here when you arrived. They were already gone. It was instantaneous, but my arrival was delayed. Were you putting on those pants, huh? Yeah, it's not just pants. It's kind of like a jumper, but yeah, it's a one piece. It's very comfortable. So it must be the Elasticene or whatever it's called. But, well, I don't know. They didn't really tell us much. It was very chaotic. Now I could see why, because they didn't want to be here when you got here. Maybe they thought you were coming without pants, but, because the thing about the places, that's why I was thinking about it and why I'm grateful. I'm grateful I wasn't in first place. Jif was in first place. So I don't know if that makes you second place or third place, or you're saying you're first place, right? What do you mean? I don't understand. This isn't a competition. It's about a vision for the afterlife. And I'm grateful, by the way, whichever place you're going to be grateful for, that finally I'm being seen as a resource to save things. Finally. Oh, good. It's lighting up more so we can get this over with. And then you can give me the keys or tell me where I can get the keys. And we can get on with this. But finally, I'm going to be, the universe needs me. Between you two and the nonsense you've been up to, luckily you've never, you did get, there has been times where my part of the universe has had to be resilient and reform, and more paradise-based versions of the universe that you, Richard Warren, have gotten rid of. What do you mean with the Horn of Jericho? That was just part of a plan. Okay, well, I'm grateful that I'm trying to behave heroically. The world needs me right now and needs me to take over, and I've responded to the call. Yeah, but that's what I was saying is that they had this vote. Now, we weren't here. We just got here right around the time you got here. And, I guess they had this vote where they voted for Jif's version of the afterlife. So that's what I was saying is let me just lay it on you if you cannot interrupt me, because we're almost done with the gratitude ceremony. And Okay, so let's just see if you're right. You would be in first place to run the afterlives. But I was unaware that they had this vote where they voted for Jif's version of the afterlife versus the way they'd been doing things, many different versions, that they just have a wholesale version for you. That's what you're saying. Or Jif was going to repurpose everything. And I guess he'd been doing some beta testing. And oh boy, I mean, I think we could all agree these are terrible ideas. But if they voted Jif first, does that make you second, like with Jif? Because I know, I couldn't be second to Jif. I mean, maybe you could. And no, don't worry. I have a solution. So don't worry. Don't get all steamed up. Keep on the comfortable activewear you have on, because so let's just say, okay, let's agree that you could be grateful that you're taking over. But if Jif was taking over, I'm just saying, nobody wants to be the bearer of bad news to someone that's, full of fire and brimstone and all that. And normally you don't have those straps, so you're much more imposing when you're totally shirtless. That's a compliment, by the way. Okay, but let's just say, Jif, in this version I'm trying to follow through with, right? What I'm grateful for. I was saying I'm grateful that I wouldn't be first, either Jif's first or your first, apparently. I couldn't be second just because I know myself, right? I just couldn't, I'm not, I couldn't handle being second. I would think I'd do best as an official advisor, like if there was a board overseeing Jif, maybe I could be the representative. So that puts me lower down the line, right? So the first and second, I don't know, would you work well under Jif or not? You don't seem to be. So it's an either or thing. Either one of you is first. So I'm just saying I would be fourth and maybe James would be fifth or something. Because maybe is there a order, whatever they say, okay, well, we're going to need you to take over now. Jif got Horn of Jericho right out of there. I mean, I may know where Horn of Jericho is. I may not. I may not remember. Maybe I was banned from using those. But, okay, so I could see you're losing patience with me. You did ask why I was talking about first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place. And you may be counting correctly that there's only, okay, so there's James James could be fifth place, I guess. Who else would we have? Maybe a lot of other qualified people that were at the conference. But in my heart, James would be in fifth place, at least what I'm grateful for. That would put me maybe in fourth place if there was, unofficially, I would, what do they call that? When the person, that's, I think, in one of the, a U.S. democracy or something, it's technically you're fourth, but you're really second. And really, you're first. But I don't know if they have that. They probably should. But then I was thinking of Moriarty. It's the reason I was thinking that's why, because you might be thinking to yourself, okay, they got Jif, we got Shelley Duvall, Satan Duvall. I know you don't like that name, but how could you not like Shelley Duvall? How about Shelley Winters? Oh, wait, sorry, I've gotten Shelley and Duvall mixed up with you. Do you like, it's textured vegetable protein, I think is what it is. James ate it one time in a salad, and he said it was very chewy, but it's nutrient dense. That kind of with all your time in the middle of the earth, I'm sure you're very nutrient dense yourself. Who's this Moriarty? What do you mean about Moriarty? What does Moriarty have anything to do with any of this? What are you going to bring up, Jean Valjean next? Why would we bring up Jean Valjean? I don't have any idea what he had to do with any of this discussion. Didn't you rescue? Oh, no, we didn't rescue Jean Valjean. I pretended I was Jean Valjean's mother for a little while. Or James did or something, because we had to, what have you been, keeping an eye on us? I've been accumulating demerits for the two of you, yes. Okay, well, that's just, I mean, keeping tabs on us. Yeah, I mean, you're responsible for de-existing multiple post-earthly existences. You're the top of the list of, like, keep these two out of control. And you snuck out, even though I'm not in charge of, now once I get these keys and take over, I'll be in charge of purgatory and limbo in the beige world. If they would have kept me in charge of any of those, you two would have never snuck out of there. Well, you could compliment yourself. But all I was saying is that if Jiff's going to be in charge, I think his second they should just have Moriarty advising Jiff. Moriarty's a fictional character. Are you going to rescue more fictional characters and bring them into existence? Well, oh no, you're thinking of Moriarty from the books. No, I was thinking of Moriarty from the show. You're talking about Moriarty from Star Trek TNG. That was on a hard drive. Oh yeah, that's the one. James, oh yeah, I mean, because I've been holding on to the drive. James told me not to take it anywhere, but I did take it with us. Sorry, James. Oh, Richie. Yeah, so I have the Moriarty drive. So I was thinking that if Jiff's going to be running all the afterlives, like Moriarty should advise Jiff. Okay, well, that's just ridiculous. Why would you have... Well, he's in some sort of like a quantum drive or something. And it's like some limitless world. So I think he probably... I don't know. I think him and Jiff would get along. And then you could be, I guess in that case, they wouldn't need you. You could just go back to running. Well, I guess now Jiff's going to run all of the post-earthly existences. So does that mean you're retired? So I guess you wouldn't be third. You'd be nil. Can we just finish up this gratitude ceremony? I don't want to hear about Moriarty. Or I'll be grateful that this ceremony is almost over. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Looks like one or two lights. And now, okay, yeah. So I guess the back of this thing is where the keys are going to come out. And I guess it doesn't look like keys, though. Did they tell you what to expect? They didn't tell me anything, okay? I thought they gave the keys to Jiff, but now I'm like, I thought they said the back. That's okay, James. The back of the, like right here. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm grateful that I don't need to remember everything. I don't have to do everything because I have James, just like Jiff will have Moriarty. And you could be retired unless you're in charge. I'm not positive. I'm in charge. And there's one more gratitude space to fill on this gratitude meter. And then I could take the keys. It looks like they're going to come out of the back of that thing. I don't even get that. Oh, you could come over here and look in a second. Yeah, I guess so. Did I already go or did James go? Who's up? I'll be grateful, to hear what James is grateful for. Well, Richie, I'm grateful for your, ability to, kind of go on and on and on about nuts. I still don't understand anything that's happening, Richie. Well, James, that's what you're here for. You're just here to, I don't know if vacuous is a good description of you because I'm not sure what that word means, but it reminds me of you. Now this is filled. It looks like there's this box here And I guess that's the keys to oh yeah, James, you could go ahead. Yeah, I know you love those neon lights. Oh yeah, Richie, I'm just grateful for this neon gas. I just want to see the whole. It's beautiful. This cornucopia really makes me filled with the three of ours gratitude. And yeah, I just want to check out the front side of the cornucopia, see if anything came out here. Also, it's funny, we were talking about keys. I left my keys at the front of the cornucopia. Okay, well, I'm so this gold box apparently that is on the back here this must be the keys to the post. Did they say that? Oh, yeah, no, they said the key. Yeah, you're right. The keys will come out when we fill the gratitude thing. I guess that's the box is the keys symbolically. And I don't know, James, what did they say about it? That something portal, blah, blah, blah. Maybe Jiff will be in charge. Maybe, oh no, they said, I'm just kidding. They said, finally, we're going to be saved. Please treat our red Elasticene Spandex friend with respect. And I said, oh, we're old chumps. Don't worry, I'll give him a hard time. And do the gratitude ceremony. They'll get the keys. They'll take over and save everything. And portal sailing inside the box. James, were you listening? Yeah, Richie, they said, to go into the portal within the box, open that thing up. I didn't quite understand it because I said, they didn't have the box. So I thought it was going to be a big box that you open up and the keys are inside. But it sounds like that small box, maybe you open up that and then you go inside. I don't know. Oh, you too. Wait a second. I'm hearing somebody call. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It sounds like it's instructions. Open this. Get closer. Okay. Open that thing. Oh, and then I just stick my finger in here. Oh, and then I'm getting sucked into this. Wait a second. This is one of those quantum. I'm grateful now, James. Richie, what happened? That's some Moriarty's hard drive. He's now, him and our red spandex friend are now in there together. Okay, but wait a second. So, you trapped them. They're both trapped in that drive? Yeah. I just keep it in my pocket. It's fine. It's like every once in a while I hear Moriarty's voice in my head, but I just know to ignore it. Shelley Duvall did not. Please don't associate poor Shelley Duvall with, okay, you're right. Mr. Duvall. So he's in that drive with Moriarty. They're in there together. Turned out we didn't need to rescue Moriarty. Sorry, Moriarty. And I'm sure it's big enough in there for the three of you anyway. But yeah, so I guess now, James, what do we need to do now? Well, I don't think this is a great place to be, Richie, because my impression when we first got here was that there was, and I think they said, small rifts in all the fabric of existence. And due to our actions, that things were not working out well, and that was a pretty big deal. And oh no, and what are we gonna do? I think I heard all of that, and that's why they called in the red spandex and with Elasticene, however you say that. And so he was supposed to take over to run everything and fix everything, probably with the unlimited power. Yeah, but now we have the keys, right? Yeah, but we don't even know. These are actual keys. It doesn't even make any sense. Okay, but let's go through everything that happened real quick, James. Because I don't understand. Okay, basically what happened, Richie, in the shortest version possible, because I tried to figure this out earlier. Once upon a time, in this existence, we found out that the universe had somehow repaired itself and was resilient from our other incursions out of limbo into post-earthly existences and regular Earth, where we disrupted things in our quest to get Besos, because he disrupted our retail empires and you wanted to correct his vision of the world. Though every time we did that, there was, like many other complications that it didn't work out well for anybody. Then every time we've tried to do that, we've been returned to limbo. This time we snuck out and we needed to get Jiff because you had sent him on a quest to rescue mostly fictional characters from the afterlife that you felt related to or that you liked or that came up. And then we started to encounter more people that needed help, like Nefel needed help with getting Axion or whatever out of the afterlife. Then at some point we started storing, I don't know, because we had changed different existences and not returned everybody to their post-earthly existences, a lot of people were in Florida because we had Big Farm in the Sky PI working for us because you had given Jiff a list that you didn't have a copy of with all the places and other people you wanted him to rescue. But as a Big Farm in the Sky PI was looking for Jiff, he was the one that made us aware that Jiff was also doing these beta tests on repurposing post-earthly existence to like package stuff for delivery on Earth or to manufacture stuff for delivery on Earth. Then the Big Farm in the Sky PI found out about, so then we had been to Florida a few times. So Florida was already had mythical beings in Florida, including centaurs, a cloud goddess, her husband, two of her husband's children, probably, maybe other mythical beings, so then the Big Farm in the Sky PI found about this, that Jiff was going to be at this conference, which we just concluded the gratitude ceremony for, and that there was going to be a vote of who was going to take over managing post-earthly existences, all of them, because this particular conference, which is annual or twice a year, I'm not sure, was for everybody. That was across all post-earthly existences, where they come and talk about the work that they do, a work conference. Okay. But as a part of this particular conference, they were going to vote to go with Jiff's new vision, kind of like they come up with a vision statement or plan or cross-universe collaborations. This was a little bit more of a formal thing where Jiff was going to take over. But I guess my understanding is that Jiff was not totally honest in making sure Jiff would win the vote. And somewhere in there, whether it was related to us or all the mythical beings we put in Florida or all the other disruptions we had, or something we don't know about, or maybe cascade effect from all those things. Once again, all of existence was put on a timeline. Sounds like a ticking clock. Also, there's a ticking clock right there that does seem to be, even though those are symbols, they are blinking red symbols, and that is a crying, frowny face. And it does seem to be counting down towards that, which I think probably means that all of existence will pass, because doesn't that say down there? Past the point of resiliency. So, yeah, I guess our meddling and maybe other meddling, like Jif's meddling, this is definitely Jif's meddling, like not meddling has caused this. So we're almost past the point of resiliency. Yeah, the entire existence of everything known ever, past, present, and future. Right. And the person in the red spandex had the power to fix all that. Yeah, correct. But I've tricked them. A little trick, very, like trickster. I tricked like trickster James. And got now trapped in Moriarty's drive. Oh, also, it's a one-way. The data put a thing, you can't get back out. So even if Moriarty says, let me out, he only wants me to come in there. So he can't get out. Moriarty can't get out of there. So now Red Spandex cannot get out either. Right. But we're just like regular people in post-Earth existence. We're not, we don't have any powers. Yeah, entrepreneurial power we do, James, visionary power. Right, but and we have the keys to the entire afterlife. Right. So all we got to do is put our heads together. I think what we need to do is get Jif's meddling is behind all this. So what we need to do is take those. Why don't you give me those keys? I don't want to have the keys in the same pocket as Moriarty's drive. That's probably a good idea, James. Why don't you hold? No, I'm not holding Moriarty's drive. I'll hold the keys for you. I'll carry the keys for you. Oh, good. Yeah, you can be my key carrier. That's a good idea. So we're going to go through that portal that everybody else went through, open back up after we finish the gratitude ceremony. I was thinking we'd throw the keys through there, but now that you mentioned Jif's meddling, we go back there. We get Jif. He's back there in Florida in the town. It's the largest active lifestyle community of 55 and older in the world. We go there, and then it'll fix everything. It'll say, you need to demetal this. And also, you ruined retail for everybody. So you still need to fix that part, too. Okay, but we don't have that much time. Right, so we should stop talking about it. We need to rest. Then we'll go through, always be rested, James. And then we'll go through the portal together. Okay, Richie, so we should get some rest right now. Right, we're going to get some rest. We've got the keys. And then we'll go through the portal tomorrow, okay? Okay, James. Good night. Good night, Richie. You're Richie. Good night, James. Good night, Richie. Good night, everybody. Hey, boys, this is Scoots. Before we go to sleep here, this is just a tuck you in message for super fans of the show, super listeners, people that listen all night long, people that fall asleep fast. Maybe I caught you somehow. People that listen 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes a week. People that have listened longer than a year, longer than 3 years, longer than 5 years. If your life has changed, I've been saying this since April in a really direct way, but if the podcast makes your life better, it has changed your life and it's not replaceable. Like if you have something you could replace this podcast with, don't worry about it. But if you say, man, I'd have trouble replacing this show. Scoots didn't make the show anymore. I don't know how I'd feel about somebody else making the show. If Sleep With Me was just gone, or if it was behind a paywall, if there was less episodes, less free, or if the show was just not there, would you miss it? Would it be hard for you to replace it? If that's the case, please consider supporting the show. Test it out even. Just sign up right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Because most people that wait for tomorrow wait a few years, to be honest, or maybe never support the show. It's always tomorrow. Don't wait till tomorrow. If you're going to miss a show, Support it right now. Set up the bonus content tomorrow when you're rested, but you could do that. sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Then you don't have to worry about any of this. And also, like a lot of people that aren't in a position to support the show or having to cut back right now, you'll be supporting the show for them too, which is pretty cool. But if you've been thinking about it and you haven't done it, you're who I'm trying to get a hold of. Because more people have decided they're not going to support the show than support the show. But it's the people in the middle that I just can't quite get a hold of that are going to change the future of the podcast either way. So if you're one of them and you'd miss the show, support it. sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks.